quick weekly update here. Probably won't be a long one this week. Did get this area back here finished. Used a little different technique I tried with the shaper sheet. Just got kind of annoying to kind of do what I want, so I used a technique. I think I saw it in one of the Kalmbach books, and basically used foam sheets, or foam, 2-inch foam, sideways, and then built up, you know, kind of going like that. Just cut. I started doing it, and before I knew I had it done, and then I did put some plaster cloth, and up in here I did have a shaper sheet. You can see the undulation there. That's a shaper sheet with the shaper sheet plaster on it. I wanted to try that, see how it looked. And on this side, that little crown hill there and sloping up, that is I had some leftover sculpt-to-mold. Scoop-to-mold is so much easier to say. And I wanted to try it with a shaper sheet sheet. So that's what's there to make that hill. So it's a combination of items there. So this area is done, be painted probably, maybe not tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, depends on how it all dries up. I did also get that little corner area done there, just to kind of round it up, or kind of keep it all together there. We'll see a quick look from the other side. And the road is actually in. Let me elevate here. That's a house. I brought some of the old kits out from the old layout. Gonna see if they might make sense. That one might be okay there. So the road is in. I used the Woodland Scenics Smooth It, and it makes a mess. What I did was I put way too much inside of the paving tape. I just used it. I had it, so I used it, and made a real mess. I'm going to have to do a serious amount of cleanup going forward. But a couple other houses from the old layout, not exactly sure if I'm going to use them there, but I might. That one might fit okay. And then up here, I was hoping to put again, that's the farmhouse from the old layout. I like it. It's again, these are all just kits. Don't know if I'm going to put it there or not. That barn was just sitting there. That's a Walther's barn. But I'm just trying to think how things might look and what I want to do over here. So let's take a quick walk to the other side. A little bit of road on this side, because I had some leftover Smooth It. Didn't want to waste it. Didn't do it there because I had to wait till I get the tape up. Then we'll get that side in. And then down here, let me have that done, just to kind of keep it together there. And then I have this portal all plastered in. Waiting to be, got a lot of cleanup to do yet. So I'll be able to get all that area there in the back, you know, get all back along here, all that, then obviously all that in the back, and then get this part put in, and then everything's done, and it's just the aisleway to work on. So that's where we are there. Didn't do anything on the bridge area. Didn't do anything over here yet. And we'll go over and take a look. One thing I'm trying, you can see the bridge is out. And actually, one thing I'm thinking of doing for the abutment, we'll show you that when we get over into the workshop. Some folks aren't going to like it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So there we are on this side. Again, I got to figure out what I want to use there. I like the kit. I really enjoy building these wooden craftsman kits. So we'll see if I can get that in there and fit in. We'll see what to do. Let's take a look at the portal, or the tunnel portal, coming off of the branch line. So with a little extra light there, because it's kind of dark here. That tunnel portal is in. Got the sculpt-to-mold around it. Ready to go. So this side will all be done. Then what I want to do is actually get the fascia in here, finish this up, So I get our computer back up for our VB6 program running. I might go ahead and just run it across here. I'm not sure yet, or across here. Again, this is not, you know, to be a super scenic area. It's just kind of the entrance from the workbench, but I want it to look decent and match the rest of the layout, so we'll do something to it. And again, it's awful dark in here. Got a handy dandy work light. I might need to, I think maybe add some lighting up here. I don't know, you know, some LED lights up there or something like that. We'll see. Because without it, you can see it's kind of dark. So, we'll see about that. At least now I can work on that area there. And continue along. So let's take a look at the abutment. Like I said, warning, if you are very sensitive to graffiti, do not watch this next segment. I don't want to upset people. Some people really lose their minds with this stuff, but let me show you what I'm going to do for that abutment. Alright, so this here, prototype, this is underneath the Route 5 bridge just west of Lake City that crosses the CSX. And both the abutments are like that. Now again, I know people have different opinions on it, but I'm trying to model things realistically. So if you're going to do that, you're going to have graffiti. So, what I decided to do on our abutment, since of course it probably would have something. Oh, and by the way, just take a look. It's got a, you can see it right there. There's a paint can, a roller, and a little roller pan sitting there. I don't think that'll show up too well, but when I look at the picture, I just realized that. So what I'm going to do is use some decals from Blair Line that I had, probably the one up there up top. And that is, you know, just, I don't know what it says, but you know what I did do was just add some stuff, just like kids kind of walked along and painted it. And Jody being my wife, I just kind of put her name on it and some scribbles down here. This guy with the blue paint was painting birds or something, I don't know. Then on this back side, a couple other things, like just people were, you know, spraying stuff. So I'm going to do it. And like I said, I'm going to put something in here because you can see they kind of paint it white. So that's, I guess, preparing their canvas, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I might pick a couple other, I have a couple other sheets from Microscale. That's got a couple other items. These are all really too large, but maybe some of the black and white ones up there for this area here in the back. So it won't be super visible because of the way it sits, but again, to me, again, I know opinions vary, and some people really do not appreciate it at all. However, if you're going to be realistic, in my mind, you need to have it. So we're going to do it. So we'll see how that looks at the end, and I think that'll be pretty interesting. Again, it won't be super visible the way it's going to sit on the bridge, but that's what we're going to do. We're gonna make it look somewhat. Well, it won't look anything like that, but we'll see how it looks once I get that on. I'm waiting for that to dry. That's a gloss paint, gloss white, so I need to let it dry before I put the decal on. Decals, whatever I decide to do on the back side there. But I'm not even sure what side's going to be the front or the back yet. I don't know if that will be, or if that will be. I'm not sure. Because actually on that, both sides of that are actually fairly well tagged up. Even the back side, you know, back behind there. Because I walked around and got some pretty detailed photographs of the entire bridge. Because I'm thinking of building a model similar to it for the layout. So, alright, so more to come on that. So that's pretty much for this week what we got. It was mostly spent working back in here, getting this done, getting that done, getting the road up, getting the road done, getting some buildings in to kind of get a feel for how things are going to look. So that is it for this week. So, oh, plus also this week we've been working on our scenery part 2 updates. That took quite a bit of time during the week. I figured I'm starting to get all that stuff out, so I might as well get it out, do that this part 2 of the scenery updates, and I'm going to start using everything. So look for that coming real soon. Steve's going to start pulling it together and doing some of the video mixing, and we have to do some audio work on it and whatnot. So that will be coming real soon. So I didn't get a whole lot done here, but I'm glad this area is done. That's kind of bothering me. So, alright, so there you go. More to come next week. Thanks for watching. Everyone have a great week. Okay, real quick update here. Just want to get this on at the end of the video here. There's the one decal that I put on. Just put a little bit of matte varnish over it to seal it. So that's the one side. And on the other side, I went with just part of one of the micro scale decals. This is part that was cut off for some words were here, and that's just a black one that was there, so I figured it looked relatively interesting. So those two are on that side. So that kind of shows what it's going to look like there on side 1 and side 2, or side 2 and side 1. Again, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to place it, and it's not going to be super visible, but maybe when we get things installed we'll include it in the next update to see how it looks over on the layout. So that's that. Again, I understand the sensitivity of it, but if you're going to be realistic, unfortunately that's the way it is. So that concludes the abutment.